Hi, Countess Vanessa here. Hope you're doing great today. So let's talk about how to actually interact with the 3D word whenever it doesn't give you what you want. Okay, first of all, the 3D word has no power. It doesn't matter what it is. You could be in the worst situation possible. If your mind has a different meaning to it, it's not a different, has a given meaning that you give to it, then it's gonna be a reality. It's gonna be projected and recorded in your mind as the truth. And then it has just validated who you were. Okay? So you have to be very clear with that intent. Each time you go through your life, it's not what is happening in front of you that matters, it's how you identify with it and what's the story you tell about it. So, as I say, let's say you are in a room. Now you are in a room, simply watching this in a room or wherever you are. There's probably you watching this video and you are a person. This person has debt, this person has issue with their boyfriend, this person has whatever. This is your identity at the moment. The moment M, currently C. Now, you could be sitting exactly where you are right now and be Kim Kardashian. I don't know why I keep thinking Kim Kardashian in my videos. I guess because I did the video previously. Okay. So you could be a person was super wealthy, who now their husband is literally coming back from work in 10 minutes with a bucket of flour. You live in your dream country and you are this. And the room is the same. The room is the same. It doesn't matter if you are, or if you're taking the metro, it doesn't matter. So what manifests here is not the 3D. The 3D is the same. But your experience of the 3D is completely different. What you record and what your brain is going to remember is not what happened in the 3D that you were sitting here watching a video. What your brain is going to remember, what your brain is going to feed your 3D world with in the future is what was the meaning? Who were you when you were living this experience? Okay? So I know it may sound very easy and hard to apply, but it's not. All the time you're someone. You're always someone. Every second of your life, you are someone. And you have how you know who you are, you just listen to yourself. In every topic in your life that comes a human through the human life, you have an opinion about it, you have a thought process about it, you have a belief about it. And you are verbalizing it in your mind or with your mouth every time you are reaching this topic. And this is what gets put in front of a subconscious mind in your mind screen. And this is what your brain record like it's true. And just gonna give you more of it. Okay? So basically, your 3D world has zero power. Now, how do you actually behave whenever your 3D world really gives you a hard time? Because this is most of people why they want to manifest, because they don't like the 3D. Well, if you don't understand the principle of what is a 3D and you get too attached to the 3D as something that is tangible, that is true, that is exactly this, first of all, you don't understand what is manifesting. And then this is where you have to go back to square one and understand that he has no power over you. Already, once you understand that and you get it, not just you understand what I'm saying, but once you get it, you identify with this knowledge already, that would be all you would need. You would need. It means every time something happens in front of you, you're like, yeah, I mean, whatever, or you apply the meaning that you want. Yeah, I mean, this really like validates the situation. You want this guy so bad. Guess what? Your bestie texts you. Yeah, you guess what? I saw Jacob kissing with Maria in the bathroom. Already, your world crumbles. I wanted to be in a relationship with him. Of course, you always get him, and I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. And oh my God, who are you? You're a person who has failed in this relationship, a person who is not with this guy. And you let your brain just like flow and be like, okay, happy. No, no, no. You in charge of your brain. Your brain has no power. You have the power to tell your brain what the F you want it to think, to be, and how you want your life to be. No one has any power over you. You have all the power. So remember that. And you're in charge of all your body. You are God. You are the source. You are a goddess. You are whatever you want to be. You have all the power and all there is. So no one is going to tell you, especially not your brain, how you're supposed to think. For the good things, yeah, okay, you can keep with this. But whenever it's the things that you don't want, you just tell him back. We're not doing this. 2026 coming up, we are in charge from head to toe. And we're getting in life what we want, who we are. Now, let's go back. So this girl is telling you this information. Now, can you imagine all the things that could happen that this is either not true, or it was a joke, or it was exactly how it's supposed to be, so he understands that he doesn't like her because she's so stupid, and actually you're the one that he loved from the day one, that this is exactly the steps that are supposed to be taken for it to happen, and you have to be not dependent on how the 3D moves forward. You have to trust yourself because again, the 3D has no meaning, is the meaning you apply to it. How many times in your life, I'm sure you can even maybe trace it back. Things looked terrible, either for you or someone you know. It looked like it's never gonna happen. It's impossible it happens. Yeah, sorry, you don't get the job. You didn't get the job. You didn't get the job that you dreamed of all your life. And then you were like crying, like, okay, doesn't matter. And the minute you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna look for something else. Guess who's calling you back 6 months later? 6 months later, they tell you, oh, sorry, yeah, this person finally didn't do it, finally it was not good, and we should have taken you first. Would you like to work for us? This is what happens all the time. You don't see it because you don't pay attention to it. But I'm pretty sure at least once in your life you saw this happen, that every single possible bad stuff could happen, did happen, that at the end the outcome is what you wanted or what the person wanted. It went through twisted roads, but it made it happen. Why? Simply because this is how it works. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you have the job. I have the job. I work in this job. And the whole day you can be working in a sewing factory and you want to be the editor-in-chief of Vogue. Then all day long you are sewing your thing with the machine. You are actually in your mind in front of your screen thinking you are writing these actual articles. You are in these big rooms and people are giving you, okay, so we want for the April edition, do this or that. And you say yes, no, yes, no. At the end of the day, when you go to bed, what your brain records, it records what you entertained the whole day and that you identified with. You don't gotta record that you were doing this sewing stuff or it was just like a background thing that you kind of had to keep a check on in case you're not, make sure that you stay alive. But your brain's gonna record, yeah, the whole day she was 8 hours in this editing job. So I'm not telling you have to do all that, but who are you? Simply, who are you? The 3D is not gonna tell you who you are. You tell who am I. So how do you actually really apply this? Me, the easiest that I say, first of all, is to understand what is really manifesting and what's the power of 3D, what is 3D. This was the number one that I said at the beginning. Now, the other one that is a blanket, and for people who are more in betweens, is that you become a yes man. This is, okay, this is not probably popular or whatever in the coaching because I'm not doing coaching. I'm just giving you how it works for me and how I got raised and what I always had in life, everything I wanted. Best relationship, best financial situation, always the craziest stuff that could happen never happened because, I don't know, something always pulls me out of the situation. So what I'm saying is you have to be a yes man. And when I say yes man, I'm not saying like being disrespected and being beaten up. And it's not about that. It's just that you always know who you are. Don't forget to be the right person, be the identity that the person you want to be. You are who you are. And always see the world as, okay, yes, absolutely. Let's do this. Let's see. Let's not stress. Let's not make it complicated. Let's go with the flow. Let's say, I mean, it's a bit holistic, esoteric, whatever you want, but it's just, let's go. You want to break up. Okay, no problem. I'm not. Yes, I can cry. I can be a bit sad. You want to break up. Okay. I think it's the best. You think it's the best? Okay, I think it's the best. As long as I identify as the person that anyway, this man is gonna marry me. And we're gonna be the happiest couple. Okay, no worries. Absolutely. Let's do it. It's life. And yeah, whatever. And then you see, you always say, anyway, I'm married. I'm married to this man. We have amazing kids. That's it. We just do that. We will see. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not attached. I'm already in a relationship with this man. Every day, all day long, he's at work. And me, I'm just home thinking about him, or I'm just doing my job and thinking about him and thinking of us together and all this. And because this is who I am, this is my life. The 3D world is just whatever doing whatever it wants to do. But this is who I am. No one can take from me what I am, who I am, what I think. Because as I said, every time you think about something, it's where it gets in front of your brain. And this is what is being recorded by your brain. So it's going to give you more of that. So yeah. How he didn't text me today, or it must be he's probably busy making so much money to provide for our amazing family. And you may call it delusional. It's not delusional. It's absolutely not delusional. It's who you are. You cannot take from you who you are. Because whenever you are literally in your bedroom and this guy is not texting you, you're like, yeah, he's probably talking to another girl. He's already cheating on me. Where is he? Blah, blah. Are you not delusional here as well? Well, you're always delusional because life is never about what's happening in your 3D. Life is always about applying a meaning that you want to apply. And it's about always being in your head. A human is always in his head. A human being is always in its head. 24/7 you're in your head, and this is what's manifesting. It's not the 3D. The 2D is just like it's like you're in a room and it has stuff, and then you just give a meaning to the stuff. So it's not delusional. It's exactly what you do with the negative stuff. But why would you not have a problem with negative stuff whenever you go in a crazy scenario? Yes, I know that. Well, you know that he married you. You know that he married you. You know that he gave you the ring. It's a beautiful ring. You know he's making shit tons of money. And you know that he's providing for this family. And you know that you are, I don't know, having your little business, and you have your own clients, and you know you are an astronaut. You're not in space yet because you are, on training. You don't have to always give explanation for things because you don't have to go that deep. But be a yes man in saying everything that happens here in your 3D world. Just be good with it. And you're gonna see this is the one that's getting you the fastest manifestation in your life. If you agree what's happening from the perspective of a person who is who she is, then there's subconscious that, okay, there's no blockage, there's no whatever, let's just let it flow. And then tomorrow the guy is like knocking at your door, I love you, I give you the thing, that's Mary. You didn't even need that. And even whenever it happens to you, it's so anticlimactic. It's the same. You dream about this car for so long. You're already in the car. You're already driving this car. Then you got the car. It's like, meh. Yeah, I mean, I already did this. So, you got it? So, be a yes man. Be okay with what's happening. Even if people are, and any action that you are against, let's say, when I say yes man, it's not like going against your values and all this. You get the idea, obviously. But whenever something comes to you and you see something, for example, if a guy comes in the street run after you, you're not going to start to be like, yes, man. But from the principle that you are the right person, everything that happens in your life is what is supposed to happen in your life. You're not trying to change anything because it's already who you're supposed to be. If I am Kim Kardashian and someone decides to rob my money in my hotel room, I completely identify with it. Yes, I can fight back. I can call the police. I can make a whole interview about why I keep talking about Kim Kardashian. And that's crazy because I don't even know that much the Kardashian, but why I know so much about the Kardashian. Really, I'm serious here. This is dangerous. I need to change this part of my identity. But you got the idea. I think it's because I assume for an international word, everybody knows Kim Kardashian. That's why I must use her for example. She's not a friend of mine. Don't worry. But yeah, that's it. Whenever you are going through life all the time, never Kim Kardashian doesn't identify with being Kim Kardashian, being this badass girl who made her world out of whatever, who has these beautiful kids, who has beautiful families, like supportive family, who has crazy businesses. Never at some point she becomes a plumber. Not that being plumber is bad, but you understand. I'm just saying like completely. Never she identifies as being an astronaut. Although this could happen soon. But anyway, you get the idea. She never identifies with something not being her. She is Kim Kardashian. And it comes with a whole package, positive and negative thoughts. And this is who she is. So be you own Kim Kardashian. Be you own whoever you want to be. And anything that happens in your life, whenever you react to it, even if you react negative to it, you never change your identity. So why whenever the guy doesn't text you, now you spend the whole day being, yeah, I'm with this guy, I'm with this guy, I'm with this guy. The guy texts you doesn't text you. So then you're a different identity. You're like, I'm not this person anymore. Now I'm a person who's not with him anymore, and he doesn't never like me, and you never's gonna like me. He's dating Maria, and now I'm fucked. You get it? Why would you flip your identity back? You are this person. So how can you think something different? You cannot think two things. You are just one person with many thoughts about many different topics, but you are this one identity. So be a yes man, go with the flow. Do not force to make things change. Do not de-identify with your identity. You are who you are. You cannot think differently than who you are. And just always go through the mind that, yes, this is supposed to happen, and this is exactly what would happen to my identity, and my identity think this way about that. And that's it. Then you get your best life. I hope this was fine and clear, and sorry for the diverging. I'm going to try for the next videos to not speak so much random stuff because I know you're here for manifestation and not for my rambling. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day. Bye-bye. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I learned my text perfectly. Bye.